Hey, number one. So I wanted to speak a little bit about the experience that I had joining another YouTuber's podcast, which was absolutely fun. It was great. And it's this guy here. Friend of the channel, Hypnotic, with 104,000 subscribers, has invited me to join his channel. In fact, you see I'm not subscribed, but that's because I'm currently logged in with my second channel. But I do like his content and I've reacted to him a couple of times. And so he decided to invite me. It was very kind. And I joined one of his live streams. To be specific, it was this one here. So Outer Worlds 2 massive flop. Ark Riders takes over the world, and that was Saturday Night Hypnosis, episode 165. And as you can see, there is an AI version of me on the thumbnail with plate armor. Now, here's the thing: I do like the idea of putting me in armor, but I'm not a huge fan of the length of the hair because that's inaccurate. What the heck is that? That's like the length of hair I had 6 years ago. I mean, come on, man. Can we make sure that the AI represents? Just for your reference, next time, Hypnotic. But anyways, I digress. Like my second name, my middle name should be I digress. Not only I joined it, but because of that thumbnail, I joined it in armor. How about we check it out a little bit? I want to show you some of my favorite moments.
The following program is meant for adult audiences only. If you are easily offended, you are choosing to be offended by continuing to watch. If jokes upset you, whether bad or good, you might end up crying. Being a bitch in life is difficult, I imagine, but you must find a way to continue. For all the haters and lurkers, hope you enjoy the show. For the bigot army, enjoy the show. Don't be a p***.
Not too long, I would hope. Kind of a long intro.
So this was the panel. I don't even know where to put myself now. Look how tiny I am. Look how tiny I am. But anyways, as you can see, I joined them in full plate armor. Because, I mean, everyone was kind of dressed up for the occasion since we did this during, I think it was Halloween or something. And so it was actually kind of funny how I introduced the costume. I kind of want to show you that part. Of course, I'll leave a link in the description if you want to go and watch the whole episode. I thought it was hilarious. We had some good fun. But as you can see, we've got Hypnotic himself. We've got Cult Classic Age, Samsidian, Master Cheeks. And by the way, when you see Master Cheeks here, it's Smash JT. He will remove the helmet in a second. Metatron, RLFW, Will of the Fans, Kaida, and Leon Idol. And I think we had a very good time. It was almost 3 hours long, was it? Yeah, it was 3 hours and 30 minutes long. And I think we had a really good time. And I went for asymmetrical pauldrons, but I swapped them the other way around because it looked nicer on camera. What do you want from me?
No, I was kind of scared, Leon. I'm not going to lie to you. Because you didn't show your camera the entire time we were backstage. And I legit thought you were bringing back...
Leona.
Well, I was going to say she who shall not be named. But I'm happy to see that not only did you not bring her back, but that your microphone's muted. So that means you won't be arguing with her.
Not only was I said the character's dead. Not only I say I would only bring the character back for a good reason. I don't think speaking to the voice of God's a good reason. If anything, that's only going to ensure like the idea of like my immediate sent to hell. So yeah, no, the is dead. 42%. She'll stay dead.
Good. That's what I like to hear. All right. Well, shout out to everybody. Welcome to another episode of SMH 165. We're almost at that magic 69 number. We got a special guest today. I know we don't usually have guests too often anymore, but well, this is a legendary one, and it's none other than Mr. Metatron himself, man. How you doing? Welcome.
Doing very well. Thank you for having me.
I feel like you're too mature for us, but that's okay.
Oh, man.
Definitely for this show.
We're going to hang out anyway.
Yeah.
Regardless, happy to have you, man. Excited. And thank you for giving us your time. I appreciate that. We're going to do our intros because we got a lot to talk about, man. There's been a lot going on throughout the week, as there always is. And we're going to need all the time we possibly can get. So let's get right into it, boys. Obviously, everybody's dressed up today. It is not Christmas, okay? It is not Christmas. I don't care how many Mariah Careys show up. Will, did you add one there? Oh, my God. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
well, I just wanted to be popular. Everyone else was doing it, you know?
We had a really good time. It was really fun. And another thing that we did that I learned from this experience, and apparently it's something that they do in the gaming space, and I had no idea, is that they basically gave the Steam account friend number so that the audience can add you, because during the stream, they were receiving gifts like games, because apparently people enjoy doing that. People, the audiences, they love being like, oh yeah, I want you to play this game, and they gift you the game through Steam. And so I did it too, because they're like, hey, Metron, do you want to give your I said, yeah, I mean, why not? And I got like gifted 3 games, which I thought was really nice. And I'm like, great, I've been doing YouTube for 12 years. These guys are like literally, I don't know what it is with the younger YouTubers, but you guys have a completely different game. I mean, you're on a different level than me. I haven't got a clue. But anyway, so I guess it's a thing that people do, so why not? I suppose I'll just share it now here on this video. And if you're like, oh, okay, cool, I can add Metatron as a friend, I'll accept your friend request, of course. And then apparently there are people that enjoy doing this. If there is that one game that you're like, man, Metatron, I really want you to play this game, feel free to gift it, I suppose. I'll be very grateful. And then there is always a chance, not necessarily a promise, but there is a chance. I promise that I will try it, but there is a chance that I might even play it on stream one of the nights that I do play. So thank you in advance.
Peer pressure.
Yeah,
That's right.
it doesn't matter how many Mariah Carey show up. It is not Christmas yet. All right, we still got to have our Halloween show. We didn't get to have one the other week, so we're gonna have it now. But let's start off with Cassie. Take it away.
I can't get over how Wizard looks like some Arab dictator in the world. I can't quite
Mala,
believe it.
mahala,
Surrounded by
mala.
Mariah.
And if you see any of these channels and you're like, oh, this guy or this girl, they look cool, then go check them out. I'll put links to all the channels if I can find them in the description.
Carries. It's
Hey,
like crazy.
It's
said
cold in the
backstage,
North Pole, all right?
I was like, having him
Okay,
on the show
Rasputin.
makes me immediately feel like I lost my First Amendment rights. Like I just feel like
Oh man.
I don't know. Anyway, it's fine.
But yeah, Cage
On the
here.
plus side,
I
the show
am
might be brought by
It's
EA.
like the first season of Sunny in Philadelphia.
It's definitely going to be an interesting stream for sure. Okay, Cassie.
Absolutely.
I am Ziggy number 2 today. My cat's name is Ziggy, and I love him, so I decided to be him for Halloween. I
You're
tortured
true love.
myself. I gave up on sleep, and I decided to watch Halloween 1 to H2O.
That's a hell of
Last
a
night.
marathon.
Damn.
Yes. By that time, I was mentally checked out. And then my Discord decided to put on Fright Night, and mentally I could not comprehend any of what was going on. It was just insanity. But it was a good time, and I'm happy to be here. Also, really cool to be able to hang out with Metatron. Hopefully, it can be fun and lighthearted, obviously, because the topics that you cover are pretty insane sometimes. So I can imagine, like, kind of a little departure, just some silliness, could be a definitely mental positive.
Oh yeah. The only normal, well, Metatron's here, so you're not the only normal one anymore. But usually you're the only normal one on the panel, Sheepsidian. What is it?
Oh,
Sam
lies.
Sidian today? What's
Sam Stadium.
Oh, makes sense.
He was exposed last week, so
He was. What's going on, Sheep?
As a non-normal person, I appreciate it. Nonetheless, Sam, Trick or Treat. For those that know that amazing movie. Manga of the week, unfortunately, cannot be volume 2 of Leviathan. It has to be volume 3 because Amazon got my order. So this is the final volume in the series.
Amazon messing up book orders. That's never happened before.
Imagine my f***ing shock. But yeah, that's what is on the menu. A book that I can't read because the second part's not in here. Thanks,
Kaden
Bezos.
can't read that book for a different reason.
Right. We won't say that here.
Incredible. Otherwise, it's been a pretty wild week for those that have been following my my Twitter. I've been catching a lot of L's recently, and hopefully that whole streak is gone because I put out a couple tweets that kind of they banged a little, and I was like, okay, I think things are starting to turn back to normal. So we'll see.
It's because you out there arguing with Pokemon fans. You never want to do that, bro.
Oh no, I stopped arguing with them. I stopped arguing with those motherfuckers. But y'all know what happened this week,
Bro,
like,
there's Antifa and then there's Pokemon fans. I'll let you figure out which one's worse. This man's in a fucking blizzard, bro. Like, what are we doing here?
It's cold here in the North Pole.
This is legit
North
unbelievable.
Pole, you're in probably Siberia. Russia or some shit.
We got
Real-
relocated.
Oh, yeah.
Real life fake wizard. By the way, Metatron, real life fake wizard has a weekly show on our show
Okay.
where he informs the public of a very important fact in Kotaku's history.
Oh my gosh.
Because, you know, they are a great establishment in the gaming industry. I'm sure you're aware of them and their accolades. So real life
Absolutely.
fake wizard.
Cool.
I'm the real life fake wizard, and I have a Kotaku fact.
It is now time for everyone's favorite segment of the week. Welcome to Kotaku Facts, brought to you by the real-life fake wizard. He's not really a wizard, guys.
How bad?
Coming to us from the textbook of cringe, we are going back in time to April 21st, 2020. Hypno, if you can go ahead and pull up the article I've shared. A video game Halloween costume is not appropriate COVID-19 protection.
Is that serious?
Yeah, this is a serious article. I'm going to
Remember
read
that.
2 paragraphs. Halloween costumes always seem like such a ripoff. They're really only appropriate for one day out of the year, and kids usually grow too fast to use them again for when next Halloween rolls around. I don't
These
blame
people
anyone
don't
for
have
trying to
kids.
find a way to repurpose a costume that would otherwise be gathering dust in some hallway closet, but maybe COVID-19 prevention isn't the best option.
Hold on. So they literally wrote an article describing to people what a Halloween costume is. Like that's how they.
And a
Really?
long
Well,
article.
Yeah.
Stop it.
It's not
Stop.
Christmas. My tree isn't up till December 1st.
Our tree is up already.
Hey,
Oh,
hey.
God.
I'm going Metatron here.
Throwing me under the bus.
I don't
there,
think
man.
Savvy even took her tree down from last year.
No, that shit stays up.
Probably not.
Does she even find
Uh,
the tree?
Metatron, man. What's up, dude? Tell
Yeah, not
everybody who
much.
you are. I'm sure they know you well, much more than they know me, but regardless.
Oh,
Tell everybody
sure
who
not.
you are, what do you do, what you've been up to.
Yeah, so I've been on YouTube for 12 years, and I've got a few channels. The main one being Metatron, where I mostly do historical content and whatnot. But lately, particularly, I have covered political aspects and topics many times over the years, which has got me a lot of backlash from the radical left. With that being said, about 4 weeks ago, I started a whole crusade. And in fact, that's what inspired my costume here. I'm dressed for Halloween. I decided to dress as a medieval Christian conservative. So no matter what you guys do or say, I'll be the most bigoted here. And regardless of that, what can I say? Yeah,
Great
that's
challenge.
pretty much it, really. So thank you for having me.
Hell yeah, man. Appreciate having you. It's gonna be a good time. And it's so crazy because I actually made the thumbnail without even knowing what you were gonna dress up as.
And I'm going to give him some information on that now, something that he doesn't know. And that's why I think it's worth checking out this demo as well. And that is the following. I chose to wear armor because of his thumbnail. So I was trying to think, what should I wear? And at first I was thinking, because I've got like a robe with a cape and a set of silver medallions with a silver chain. It's pretty nice. So at first I was thinking, maybe I can wear that one on the doublet, over the arming doublet, my 15th century historically accurate replica based on the paintings by Piero della Francesca in Tuscany. But then I thought, which is basically still what I'm wearing, but I'm wearing it under the armor because that's what it is. It's an arming doublet. But that's funny because then I saw the thumbnail and I'm like, you know what? Never mind. I'm just wearing the armor. So I just put on the armor because of his thumbnail rather than, oh, it's a coincidence that I ended up wearing the armor and he didn't know that. And so the two things coincided. Now you know, Hypnotic. Now you know.
And then unironically, you dressed up very similar to the
Of
thumbnail. So
course.
it's pretty funny. Pretty funny.
It's either this or Rome. True.
Pretty much. And unfortunately, I have this guy on the panel, but we do have to have him do an introduction. So, what are we going by? Master Cheeks today, or like?
We'll
What
go
are we
with
doing?
Master Cheeks, yeah.
Master
Okay.
Cheeks.
Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna take the helmet off because
No, you're
Pussy.
already
Oh, God, now he's
Master
the
Chief.
Super
Nobody
Mario.
wants to see
Master
that.
Chief from the TV
Oh
series.
man, it was an improvement.
This is
Next
Ron
he's gonna
Jeremy
show us
bringing up
that.
that.
Ron Jeremy mustache, though.
No, it's good to be here. Had a great Halloween with the family. Went trick or treating last night, and
You don't have a family. You're an incel.
Duh.
right.
Duh.
With my pretend family, we went pretend trick or
There you
treating
go.
last night.
It is Halloween. You can pretend.
Right. No, but it was nice to like get back to the olden days where it's just the whole neighborhood is all walking around and just knocking on doors, getting candy and hanging out and bumping into people, chatting with people in the neighborhood that you haven't talked to in feels like months, if not years. it was a good excuse to get back to society, because I feel like over COVID and all that stuff, I feel like it took us away from all that. So it's nice to finally
5 years.
right finally just this is back to reality, and it's amazing. So yeah, we had a good
Remember Will, he lives in California.
yeah,
I thought they just didn't like him. Maybe they just didn't recognize him if he was in costume.
yeah, that too.
Yeah. Hey, the whole street was full of people. Like the street was full. Cars couldn't even drive.
It was
There
packed.
people
Oh, yeah,
everywhere, man.
it
It was great. Everybody was handing out beers and Jello shots, and
Hayden
we was
knows
just
all
having a
about the
great
streets.
time, dude.
Well, we live in like a
it was
younger
great.
neighborhood, so it wasn't so much. I mean, people were walking around with red Solo cups. Don't get me wrong.
Oh no,
but-
there
Nice.
was a bunch of kids around, but the kids had their own little area, and they knew
Mhm.
that people would with the kids, the adults, they wanted to drink and stuff, so they said, "Here you go."
Yep,
And
yep.
they were doing the trick or treat thing, and I got tricked. I took a Jello shot, and it was fucking pickle juice. It was terrible.
Oh,
shit.
shit.
Oh man.
Yeah,
That's
it was like, yeah, you
wild.
got tricked. I was like, yeah, you.
That sounds
son of
like
a
something Atreus would like. He'd be like, "Damn, I thought it was hot sauce, pickle juice."
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
Speaking of, he's watching the game. You're watching.
You weren't ready.
Wow.
You weren't
That's
ready. You weren't ready. Caught you slacking.
Caught in 4K.
This
Holy shit.
motherfucker, man.
But yeah, good to be here, and can't wait for what's going to be an amazing show as always.
Hell yeah,
Yo,
man.
can you swap me and Cadus so that like Mario and Sonic are on the opposite ends of each other? I feel like there we go.
He
There we
just
go.
wants.
So one more thing I wanted to say to provide further commentary on this is that one thing I enjoy about these kind of podcasts where you can just go and we're just hanging out is that I do understand that sometimes the humor may not click with everyone, particularly if you are a snowflake. But the reality is this: I personally enjoy it. I have fun with all forms of humor. Even if it's dark humor, the only thing I don't like, the place where I draw a line when it comes to humor, is when people make fun of someone else specifically to hurt them, right? So basically mocking or taunting someone is simply because you're bullying, basically. That's where I will draw the line. And in fact, I will draw the line much earlier. So when it comes to humor, all the way down to dark humor, then it's one thing. There are very, very few things that I might be like, that's a bit much. Because at the end of the day, I know it's a joke. So if it's a joke, it's a joke. If you don't mean it, you don't mean it. And if you think it's funny for whatever reason, then great. Maybe it's funny for me as well and I would laugh. And if I don't think it's funny, then I'll just leave it there. But I don't need to be like, they start calling you racist or homophobic or Christianophobic. In fact, if you make a joke about Christianity and it's funny, it's funny. The ones that I will never laugh at, in fact, are the jokes that are supposed to mock God. But that's a faith thing. But then again, I wouldn't prevent you from but I have nothing against you making jokes on Christians, for instance. That's totally fine. And I will probably laugh. And likewise, it's the same if you make any jokes on Italians. I'm all over it. I love it. I think it's really funny. You want to make jokes about me being Sicilian and start making jokes about mafia? Cool. I'm good with it. But I will draw the line a lot sooner and a lot earlier, if you will, if someone makes some kind of joke, but it's on purpose, it's done on purpose because they're mocking someone else and this other person is clearly distressed by it because it's bullying, and that I'm not okay with, even if taken on its own, the joke is nothing compared to the kind of dark humor that sometimes offends people. This is, I think, to me, it's a matter of intention. It's a matter of intention. And I actually personally appreciate when people are good sports with all sorts of jokes. I think it's cool. And that's what I kind of wanted to share. But anyways, that's what I wanted to show, just as a little demo of the experience. I'll put a link to their all of their channels, in fact, and this episode specifically in the description below. And check it out. It was a good experience. I hope the Hypnotic will invite me again one day. And yeah, podcasts are fun. Thank you.